He did it again. This Tyler Reddick guy's ridiculous. Tyler Reddick just won one of the most chaotic NASCAR races of the season at Kansas, and he did it while scraping the wall, dealing with fuel issues, and even getting tangled up with Christopher Bell in overtime. Kyle Larson looked like he had it won on the restart. Denny Hamlin dominated the race with 131 laps led, but late chaos changed everything with a caution, sent the race into overtime. From there, it was pure survival. Larson took the lead. Bell got turned into the wall, and Reddick somehow found speed on the outside lane in the final corners. In a photo finish, Reddick beat Kyle Larson by just 0.118 seconds. That's his fifth win of the season, and now he leads to the championship by over 100 points. The question now is simple. Is NASCAR becoming more about surviving chaos than dominating a race from start to finish? This week in Motorsports delivered everything fans expected: more chaos, strategy, heartbreak, and history-making performance across NASCAR, IndyCar, and even international endurance racing. And we start in NASCAR, Frank, at Kansas Speedway, where Tyler Reddick did it again.
Yeah, son of a gun. He's done it again, and nothing really in his career had led you to believe that he could do something like this, but boy, he is on a run. Reddick delivered one of the most dramatic wins of the season. It wasn't clean, it wasn't simple, but it was championship level execution under pressure. Reddick scraped the wall late, battled fuel system issues, and made contact with Christopher Bell in overtime, and still found a way to beat Kyle Larson, one of the strongest restart drivers in the sport, in a photo finish. The key moment came late when Cody Ware spun and triggered a late caution and sent the race into overtime. From there, chaos took over. Pit strategy, tire choices, and aggressive restarts reshaped everything. Kyle Larson briefly took the lead in overtime. Denny Hamlin looked poised to steal it after leading a race high 131 laps. And Christopher Bell was in the mix late before getting turned into the wall. But when it mattered most, Tyler Reddick found a surge on the outside lane, powered past Kyle Larson, and won it by just over a tenth of a second, marking his fifth win of the year. Now one of four drivers in the history of NASCAR to win 5 of the first 9 races of the season, alongside Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt, and Kyle Yarborough. And now leads the points by over 100 points, and now leads standing by over 100 points, putting him in rare company historically. Tyler Reddick at this point has now gotten enough of a points lead where he can take the next 2 weeks off and still have the points lead.
Denny Hamlin, meanwhile, walked away frustrated after dominating large portions of the race. Larson again left Kansas just short despite leading laps and controlling stages. The bigger takeaway, though, this season is turning into a showcase of aggressive late race execution. Track position alone isn't enough anymore. It's about surviving chaos and capitalizing in the final 2 laps. Moving to NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, Tyler Gray stole the spotlight with a smart fuel strategy call that helped him secure a win at Kansas in the closing lap. Sheldon Creed finished second, but still walked away with a $100,000 Dash for Cash bonus, proving consistency is still paying off even when wins slip away.
Yeah, the race also featured early chaos, including a dramatic flip involving Carson Kvapil on lap 2 that immediately reminded everyone how quickly momentum can change in this sport. And in that, in IndyCar, they were up north at Long Beach. Alex Palou continued his dominant early season with a victory at the Long Beach Grand Prix. It wasn't just a win, it was another statement. Palou capitalized on a perfectly timed caution, a faster pit stop from Chip Ganassi Racing, and flawless tire management to pull away from Felix Rosenqvist and Scott Dixon. That marks 3 wins in 5 races for Alex Palou, and he now leads the championship standings with momentum building towards what could be another historic season for a guy who's won the last 3 championships going away.
Finally, in international endurance racing, tragedy struck at Nürburgring during qualifying for the NLS Series. Driver Johan Miettinen was killed in a multi-car crash that also sent several others to the hospital. The session was ultimately suspended, and tributes poured in from across the motorsports world, including Formula One champion Max Verstappen, who called it a reminder of the sport's constant risks and the dangers that these athletes go through.
Yeah, absolutely. And you never want to hear about anything like that. It was about an hour or so long delay. And for those of you who don't know what the Nürburgring is, it's a 14-mile track. And it happened at a far point in the track. So a lot of the track was completely clogged up. Reports were that one car actually went under the barricade and ended up in a ditch that was just outside the racetrack. So it was a dangerous and scary sight. And that track has claimed multiple lives over the course of its time on racing calendars. And again, just a reminder as to how safe these cars are nowadays. Things like this can still happen. And when you're going 200 miles an hour on a very narrow, winding road, it's the danger is very there, no matter how safe the cars are.